Most people would be like, oh, you're like, what, 6'1", 220, blah, blah, blah. You don't look that, like, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm 255 pounds. And nobody ever believes it. Nobody ever believes my height. Nobody ever believes my weight. Because I hide it well. But even though I have a very low body fat compared to most 255s, at my age, I shouldn't be walking around 255, even if it is a lot of solid, dense muscle. So I gotta drop eventually down to like 240. I gotta drop 15 pounds. But how do you drop the 15 pounds when you don't have much fat to drop, and you don't want to lose the muscle that you've built over 20 plus years? Like, how do you do it? Well, there's always going to be weight, for the most part, that you could drop in your waist area and in your midsection. All right, so that's probably like 5-6 pounds there. So now I got to figure out how to drop another 9 pounds. I'm not going to stop squatting or deadlifting or benching. I don't know. Like, if I reduce my protein intake to maybe 1 gram of protein for every pound of my body over a duration of time, maybe it'll become more lean. Like, I guess, I mean, obviously I could become more lean. I'm not lean at all, I'm just dense. Pause. So, trying to find the magic formula for this. And it was crazy because I was like, yo, I always wanted to be like a 40-year-old dude, just like in the best shape of his life, just jacked, natural, no steroids. And I just always wanted to just be like, yo, what would it look like? So while a lot of my colleagues, former teammates, stuff like that, was taking the juice and doing all this random stuff, I just stayed the slow and steady, just the natural way. And now everybody thinks I'm juiced up anyways, because it's very uncommon for a guy 6'1" to be walking around 255 and not be fat. But the reason why y'all know I'm not capping is because the day my testosterone goes down, if that ever happens in life, and I pray it doesn't, I will be documenting and going right to the doctor and be like, jab me in my ass, pause, with the testosterone. And I won't be hiding nothing about it. And I'm going to try to be like, yo, can I get a double dose? I've always wanted to be that super Rick, like the Mike Rashid types. I saw Mike Rashid one time at the fight. What was it? I think it was the Deontay Wilder versus Sterving Part 2 fight, if I'm not mistaken. And at the time, I was working with Golden Boy, so I had the promoter pass and all this other stuff. And I remember seeing Mike Rashid, and I'm walking around, and I'm like, yo, I'm a big dude. And I saw this dude. This dude was ginormous. I was like, God, damn, this dude's fucking huge. Pause. And it made me realize, I said, yo, that sucks, because not to hate on Mike Rashid, he puts in a lot of hard work in the gym, but everybody who I used to watch on YouTube videos, they was all on that juice, like all on that Tropicana. So I'm like, what would happen if I would get on that Tropicana? But then I was like, yo, if they're benching 405 and I'm benching 405, or if they're benching 405 and I'm benching 365, as long as I could be close to what they were doing naturally, I never saw a reason to get on the juice. Just being honest. Like, I'm like, what's the point? Like, because then I would go from like 255 to like 275, just jacked and veiny and looking demonic, and that just looked nasty. I'm not doing that. Anyways, I'm on my way to the gym. Forget my little rant, but you know how we do. The good thing about this gym membership that I have to 24-hour fitness. All right, let me say this. And they're gonna get mad, but I don't care. Let me say this. 24-hour fitness is the weirdest gym in the world. All right, here's the good part. The good part is 24 Hour Fitness has a bunch of locations. And for roughly $355, $360, you're good for the whole year. You can go to any of the locations. A lot of the locations have the pool, the basketball courts, the saunas, the things of that nature. But then there's a few locations that don't have it. Where I live, there's one in Paramus, which has the basketball courts and everything else. And then there's the one in Inglewood Cliffs, which doesn't have any of that. Both gyms are extremely weird. The people who work there in the Inglewood Cliffs location, you know, seem to be super chill, super cool. I don't really talk to nobody anyways, but nobody gives me any headaches. Paramus is pretty chill too, but it's more so the people in the gym, right? Like the one in Inglewood Cliffs has a lot of Korean people. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I grew up around a lot of different nationalities, ethnicities, and races of people. With that being said, I understand a lot of the different cultures. I've experienced a lot of the different foods. I've dabbled in different things. We'll leave it there. With that being said, older Korean people have a different way that they navigate through society than that of somebody who would be like born and raised in America. Not to say there's anything wrong with it, but when you get into areas like gyms and stuff like that, imagine waiting for a leg press machine for 15 minutes and they're doing one set every 5 minutes, but it's rude for you to ask them to be able to work in with them because they're not accustomed to that. They'll wait for that person to finish and then the next person will come up. So as we grow in the culture, in the gym culture, we're like, yo, how many sets you got? You got 4 sets? All right, cool. Yo, can I jump in? Do you mind? Like, you ask. But 9 times out of 10, it's like, nah, I don't mind. Do what you got to do. And we work out together. We push each other. That's not how that works in the Korean culture. So Inglewood Cliffs location has a lot of that. And it makes for a very weird situation when you come from an old school Americanized gym culture and you're trying to assimilate to, you know, and have respect for, you know, the elders of the Korean community. Paramus is a different ball game. Paramus is a mixture of a lot of broken machines and a lot of really dirty machines with some chill people, but nobody racks their weights. People put the 95 pounds where the 25 pounds supposed to be. Management is super chill and they're fully aware of it, but they're, you know, it's not much being done about it. Where the freak am I going? Did I just make a wrong turn? Yeah, I made a wrong turn. I made the wrong damn turn. Hold on. I was up here vlogging and I turned down the wrong street. Like, I was going down the street to go to work instead of the street to go to the gym. That's wild. Anyways, what was I saying? So, the gym culture is very weird. If you want to get in and just get a workout, if you want to set up your tripod, don't have nobody bother you, and stay at a machine for 10, 15 minutes, you could probably get that done in those gyms. In regards to like basketball and stuff like that, sometimes I feel like I want to hoop. Like, yeah, let me get back in there and start hooping again. But that hoop culture is a little bit weird too. So I stay away from all of it. I put my headphones on. You know what I'm saying? I put on my 3 6 Mafia or whatever I feel like listening to, or some jazz music or whatever. And I do what I got to do for 45 minutes to an hour. And I'm outie. That is what it is with that. But keep that in mind when you're joining your gyms. Like, a lot of the gym culture has to do with the people and less about what the gym actually has. And you can have the dopest gym in the world, but if the people in there are weird, it's not going to give you what you're looking for. So that's just that. That's just the way it is. brother, you're my sister, yeah. All right, we almost here. A couple minutes away from the gym. Time to get my mind right, get focused. Yo, I haven't been taking pre-workout for like the last couple of months. It's been a vibe. I've been taking nothing, honestly, except for my protein. No creatine, no glutamine, no none of that none of the means. None of the means. You know what I'm saying? None of the means. That's something else too. Like, I love pre-workout. I'm not gonna lie to you. But should a 40-year-old man be taking pre-workout? I don't know. Studies have not been around long enough to let me know if that's true or not, because pre-workout has not been around for the last 40 years, if I'm not mistaken. And if it has, I never heard about it. I know there's one German brand that's been around for mad long, but I don't know if they've been around for pre-workout for 40 years. So with that being said, let's just say pre-workout's been around for, I'm gonna give you 20 years. Is 20 years enough for a case study to say somebody should be taking pre-workout from the ages of 17, 18 until 40? It's a very long time to be taking pre-workout. Even if you take it, 6-7 months out of the year, it's a very long time. Like, what happens to the heart? What happens to your blood over time? Like, what happens if you keep taking pre-workout? And I love pre-workout, but I'm trying to live. Gotta get home to my kids.
Not bad today. Got a fucking good chest pump. On my way to get some lunch and get to work. Not bad at all today though. Shout out to 24 Hour Fitness for this workout. Like I said, if you come in and lock in, you'll be alright. If you come in and you're looking for culture, you're not gonna find it.